Nirvana for me means euphoria. When I was writing it with the guy called Jimmy Napes and Crazy Hunks, Jimmy actually came up with the idea Nirvana, this word, and I just found it intriguing because it sounds really bad, but I don't listen to Nirvana too much and never really have. I just listen to female singers, and for me it was a new word. You know, obviously knew the band and I know what they do, but it was quite a new word to me in kind of delving into it. And it's all about escapism, that song. It's about something or someone taking you somewhere else. What happened was I've never been in a relationship before, and when I was writing this album I really delved into that fact. And I fell in love with someone who didn't love me back last year, and I really went inside myself, and I wanted to write an album for lonely people because I don't think there's been enough music out there that talks about unrequited love. So with this album, that's what I did. I delved into my head and got sad and honest and true. But Nirvana was my breath of fresh air halfway through the project. I actually wrote that song with the guys, and we released that halfway through making In the Lonely Hour. So it was more of me taking a breather for a second and going, because it was so depressing, some of the stuff I was writing about. So yeah, it's worlds apart, but they're both just as honest and true as each other. I don't have a partner now, so I'm still in that space. Not in the space of, I'm not in love with the person I was in love with anymore, but it's more I'm still in that phase where I really want to talk about unrequited love and loneliness. So it's good for me. Right now when I go on stage, it's good for me. I feel like it's a therapy every night, and the music comforts me. But hopefully I'm going to find someone soon, and then when I do, I think it'll be a bit more difficult to sing the songs because I want to sing happy songs. Do you know what though? Nirvana and Together for me are more something I'm going to play with in the future, I think, because I had to do In the Lonely Hour, and who knows, second album might just be really sexy. When Nirvana came out, for me it's a car song. Like, for each song, I guess, there's different places, and Nirvana, I don't listen to my music by myself. I don't really enjoy it because I've lived it too much, and I sing it, and it's too personal sometimes. But Nirvana's the only song that I actually listen to in the car. I put it on in the car. But I think my album's quite. It's called In the Lonely Hour, and I think you would listen to it in your lonely hour. I met the boys for the first time last year. And I'd written a song called Lay Me Down, and they heard it and they really loved it. And our first session together we did Latch. And I was working in a bar when we did this, and throughout the whole release of Latch in the UK I was in a bar. And I've witnessed their project from their first single of their album, and just seen how it lifted off, and how the album's just taken over. And it's been incredible to be a part of that, from the beginning. There's something about having, I feel so proud to have been on Latch, because it is their first single, and it feels like almost the tune that broke them to the commercial market, followed by White Noise, which did insanely well. And I feel part of their energy and what they do, and it's amazing. And it felt only right for them to come together. And basically my managers were like, we need you, Disclosure, Nile Rodgers and Jimmy Napes in a room together, because they thought it'd be magic. And together for me is magic.